Okay, so if you want to see where your tweeter and door speakers meet for your right side, you have to remove the glove box and the frame. And I have a video on how to do that, and I'll link to it below. So I've already done that. So I'm going to show you where it's at. Right there. So there's 6 wires right there, and those are 2 wires for your tweeters, 2 for your door speakers, and 2 for your factory head unit. And that's where they meet. That's where they all connect together. Now that's just for the right side. The left side has its own, and I'll show you that in a second. To get to the driver's side tweeter termination point, it's a little harder, but I'm going to show you where it's at. So I'm going to kind of just bring my phone back here and twist in here. I'll show you where it's at. So it's right there. So in post, I will put a circle around it so you can see exactly where it's at. So it's right there. So I'm not sure how to get to it. There's probably an easy way to just removing one of the front panels. I don't know. I don't have a need to do that, so I'm not gonna, try to do that for this video. But at least you know where it's at. So if you needed to get to it, you'll know the location and you'll know exactly where to go to without having to run down cables. And it's the same thing as the right side. So it's the same setup right there. So I just want to show you real quick what this thing is doing. And it's the same on the other side, but you have 3 sets of wires right here. So as you can see right here, one lead goes to one of these and one lead goes to the other. And all this is doing right here is just jumpering them together. That's all it's doing. So this is passive. There's no processing or anything going on here. All right, to be extra sure that I had the right wires here, I took one out right here, and I just took a continuity reading with my multimeter from there, that red wire right there, to the tweeter red wire right there, just to make sure that it was the same wire indeed. And sure enough, it is. And that other brown and white one is also that cable right there. I took a reading on that one too to make sure. So yeah, I was correct. These 2 right here are the tweeter wires. And if you wanted to take out the tweeters completely out of the system, then you just unplug them from here. Maybe you're adding an amplifier with a crossover that you wanted to feed to some aftermarket tweeters or something like that. Well, that's the way to do it. And since the stock system doesn't have active crossovers because the tweeters already have it built in, well, then this is how you connect the tweeters to the door speakers right here. So now you know where they're at. Now on the other side, of course, there's different colors. And if you want to know which colors are for the tweeters, then the easy way of doing that is just taking the cover out, popping out the tweeter, and then looking at the colors of the wires. And that'll tell you exactly what colors to disconnect down here on the other side to get your tweeters out of the system if you wanted to do that. Thanks a lot for watching. If this was useful to you, support the channel by liking the video and subscribe to see my future content. Take care.